Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Horse Lords. In our last episode we have been fighting our war against the Quarezmids, or the Duchy of Atil over here, which will join our lands together in a contiguous area, which is going to be quite nice. Then we'll probably want to be taking some more land from the Bulgars afterwards to fill in up here, but that is for the future. The war has been going kind of slowly because we've been mostly having to rely on sieging holdings to get war score. Since there aren't too many armies around that we are able to fight, or at least armies that are part of the war. We have some raiders over here, but that won't help, of course. I've been leaving this army up here because the Bulgars are involved, and I'm sort of expecting to see armies from them, but we haven't seen that many. I suppose down here we could split in half and at least siege two holdings at the same time. Money continues to flow through the trade post in Chach, but your relationship with the merchant family that owns it has soured. To teach them a lesson where they're going to war, you could arrange for a mob to burn it down. Let's not. We like having trade posts. This army is probably not going to be needed up in that direction, so I guess we can have it come down here instead. And contribute to our sieging. And if we're not going to see any Bulgar armies, which they do have, they're also at war against Ugra. Just Ugra, okay. So, well, there's an army from Deacon who is in some way associated with the Bulgars. I guess it's one of their vassals, maybe? Oh, right, 3,000. I was going to say that we might want to spread this army out and occupy some more provinces here. It seems like somebody else is actually doing that. Who are you? Oh, Alania is also at war for Atil. And they are being subjugated by the Bulgars, okay. Well, let's hope we win our war before either of those finish. Subutai here, of Subutai's Mongol band, is saying that their previous employer is unable to pay them and they would like to serve us instead. Yeah, okay. Where are they? So we don't have our armies here, do we? At least, you can see it. Oh, I guess they were down here. Well, so much for that, I suppose. They seem to be in the process of getting destroyed. I'll just disband this, I suppose. The Kagan of the Mongol Empire is offering to marry himself to my niece. Okay, again, which Mongol Empire is this? This one, I suppose. Yeah, okay, I'll accept. No alliance from a niece, of course, but still. Okay, so we have these two counties fully sieged. We'll move along over here, I guess. And we have a son who needs educating, so we will probably be taking care of that ourselves. Both of our sons are strong, actually. which is a nice situation to be in. And there's the Bulgar army, okay. Still not enough men to siege this one, okay. Well, we'll see where they're intent on heading and maybe try to go and fight them. We can. They are headed down here. Alright, I think we'll break off our sieges for the moment to bring our whole army up in this direction. Probably don't need this many troops for it, but that's okay. And our vassal high chief is declaring on the Khagan of Khiva. Is that this guy? I guess he can do what he likes. It is this guy, okay. I was going to say we're not the boss of him, but I guess we literally are the boss of him. We have raiders, that's okay. We'll actually just probably go in simultaneously with both of these. The larger army is going to arrive first, I think that's fine. We'll put commanders who are not us in charge. Because we are extremely robust in terms of our health, thanks to being both strong and having wolf's blood, but we are still able to die in battle, and I'd rather not do that before we have a son that comes of age. Okay, I think we are really going to need to take control of the Duchy of Atil to get a decent amount of war score here. You've improved our vassal's opinion though, that's good. Up to 100 again. And I guess we can probably go up here and try to occupy the Bulgar capital if our vassals will be so good as to follow this small army that we are sending. At least some of them are. Fortunately, somebody else is in here. Okay, we'll detach some small units to take these provinces. Winning some little battles against these little Bulgar armies as well. I guess these are technically belonging to the vassal here, the Deacon clan. Oh, and maybe we should have used slightly larger armies for here because this one has just been attacked, but it seems like we're probably going to win that. Let's just take 250 more over there. Taking attrition here, unfortunately. We'll take a few more units over here too. Try to avoid that as much as possible. 28% attrition, that's terrible. So we can't actually take control of this province while this other army that we're not hostile to is in there, but if they happen to leave, we can take it then. Oh, of course, we're not actually hostile to the Bulgars themselves, it's their vassal, so we can't siege their actual capital, we can only siege the vassal's capital. But we will do that. Our vassal Khan here wants to marry some person to our half-sister. Okay, why not? My son was bitten by a snake this morning. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. Yeah, if he wants to be brave, that's fine. Did he become ugly somehow? Was he ugly before? The moon is high in the night sky. She casts her light over the lands, illuminating the night. You turn your gaze skyward, sensing a strange longing. Your wolf's blood runs quicker. The moon beckons. You raise your voice in tribute to her. We get this character had a great time howling at the moon, giving us extra diplomacy and general opinion for a couple of years. Okay, that's fine. Thanks, wolf's blood. So I guess we are getting ticking war score for controlling Atil, even though we don't control all of it in actuality, since this is being held by someone else right now. So that's good. They don't have enough troops down here to take back the holdings that we've captured. At least not yet. And the ticking war score for these nomadic holdings seems to increase relatively quickly compared to usual. So hopefully between that and any additional war score we can pick up from battles up here, we'll be able to end this relatively quickly. We're only up to 50% so far. We'll just keep fighting the horde units that the Bulgars keep raising. You've created a duchy title. Okay. Fair enough. And we have a pretty large hostile army down here. That could be a problem. Are they actually part of the war? They are. Oh, this is Rajasthan. Okay. They finally showed up. Well, we personally have 3,000 troops. With our vassals, let's see. I don't think we have enough to fight them. Let's hope they're also hostile to maybe the Bulgars or somebody else down here and they choose to fight them instead. Seems like they are intent in heading over here. Wonder if we can find some good defensive terrain. Seems to be all steppe. We can at least make them cross a river, maybe. Fortunately, we'll have to give up these provinces. But if all of our vassals come in, we have roughly equal numbers. Seems like they're not going to do that, they're just going to stay here, so maybe we'll have to try to stack up on top of them. That gives us 6,000. Were there more vassal armies somewhere? Like there should be more like 9,000 in here between us and our vassals. But it's showing us 6,000. Well, we'll see if and when the battle starts. Of course, make sure we have our best commanders in charge. I think I will actually command this battle myself. Just because I'm the best commander we have. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it looks like they've changed their minds. Well, I'm not going to go in and try and fight them. If they don't want to fight me. Instead, we'll move over to this province. My son hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. We'll tell him that temperance is a virtue. And my wife is pregnant again. Okay. One of our vassals has more troops on the way up over here. Or down that way, rather. And the Deacon are trying to take back their capital holding there, which we don't like. And get back our ticking war score for the Duchy of Atil, though. Since it seems Rajasthan has become distracted and is now leaving. So they just wanted to march up here to scare us and then leave without actually fighting, which is absolutely fine by me. You have improved this guy's opinion some more, which is good news. And where is our vassal's army headed to? I don't know, but I do want to dispatch some troops up here to make sure that they don't take this back. Let's see, we'll leave 250 behind here, which should be relatively safe as long as these guys don't change their minds about leaving. And send 1250 up here. Hopefully get there before they finish taking it back. Not sure how much war score this is actually giving us. I guess we can find out. The occupation of Bides Suvar. Possibly it is 0. Well, we can at least fight the army. Get war score from that. Assuming, of course, that we can catch them. And the Khan of Khotan, who is a vassal of the Mongol Empire, has declared war on us. Okay. Well, he has a pretty scary amount of troops. That's this guy, okay. Well, what has he declared war for? Liberation of Sirdara. Okay, so he wants the land owned by our annoying feudal vassal in here, so I mean, it would be annoying if we lose this land. On the other hand, we would be getting rid of our annoying feudal vassal, so maybe it's swings and roundabouts there. We might just have to give this almost up for lost and assume that we aren't going to win it, but we'll do what we can. So we had another son, that's fine. And there is a jihad for Andalusia, so The Christians, of course, won their crusade for Andalusia, and now the Muslims want it back. We'll keep an eye on how that's going. Are we finally going to catch this army? We are, good. I think we really need to concentrate on finishing this war, though, before we turn our attention to our other defensive war. Your commanding presence on the battlefield was felt during the recent victory by friends and foes alike. You bolstered the spirits of men when it was needed most, and you personally led the final charge that broke the back of the enemy army. Songs will be sung of this day. We gained 100 prestige. Well, that's good. We like prestige. Up to 76% and still gaining ticking war score. Let's see, is this guy, is all his land located over here? Seems like it, so presumably all of his supposed 18,000 troops are going to be in this area. And I don't think we can really fight that many. With our vassals we have probably about 10k. Oh well, we'll see what we can do next time, but as I say, we probably should concentrate on finishing this one first. But we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.